And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
On this Veterans Day, I'd like to take the time to thank all the vets for making the ultimate sacrifice. Looking outside right now in the Skycam, it looks like it wants to rain in Providence. It's just cloudy so far. Traffic kind of, obviously most people have the day off today. So what's happening is the traffic quite not as heavy, but still driving home, if you look at the clouds, you're like, boy, it's going to rain here any minute now. I mean, it looks dark and ominous, especially when you look northwest. And there are a few showers out there, but not right now in Providence. Temperatures in the 60s today. Some areas actually nudged 70 at one point. It doesn't feel like November at all because the air is very tropical. It's like a tropical air mass just sliding up the East Coast. While much of the U.S. is in a deep freeze, we're like sweating right now. It would be nice if we had some sun, but a lot of clouds. The winds, so far, not impressive, right? Southeasterly, 5 to 15. But this is the part of the forecast I think is the most important. This is what we're going to be watching all night long. Probably not even up until the 11 o'clock where we'll start to see the winds kind of pick up. But like after midnight, especially into the morning tomorrow, they'll have a little shift to the south-southwest, and these numbers are going to get a lot higher, where the sustained winds could be 25, 30 miles an hour, and gusts could approach up to 50, 55. Now, when you look at the wind advisory, and I talked about this a moment ago, you see the brown, right? And you think, well, if I'm in Providence or if I'm in Northwest Rhode Island, I'm not in the advisory, I'm good to go. But I know the advisory only covers half the area, but we're all going to have winds. I mean, the forecast itself is almost consistent from northwest to southeast on what kind of gust we're going to have, 50, 55. Yes, there's a little better chance for some stronger gusts like in the New Bedford area than, say, Burrillville, but we're all going to have strong winds. The wind advisory kicks in after 10 p.m. tonight. In addition to the wind, we got the strong thunderstorms, a heavy rainfall, a gusty, stormy night ahead. We talked about the wind gust already, and keep in mind, when you have winds this strong, that you could easily have some storm damage. What I mean by that is like limbs down, big limbs down. They hit a power line. You could be one of the locations that has a power outage overnight into tomorrow morning. So something that we will be watching and what to expect with this storm. This is what I mean for the forecast. My wind forecast is 40 to 50 gusts, some of them maybe even 55, but it comes out of the south-southwest. And we're all in the red, okay? So even if you're not in the wind advisory, you get wind too. Wind for everybody. Temperatures in the 60s tonight, periods of heavy rain, some rumbles of thunder. Tomorrow, very stormy to start the day. You get up, it's going to be windy, it's going to be raining, it's going to be rumbles of thunder. But give it some time, and by the time you get to the afternoon, the rain's out, the winds will have backed off a bit, and you're probably going to pop some sun. And temperatures tomorrow, still very warm, right around 70 degrees. Same in southeastern Mass. The process for you will take just a little bit longer because you're more east, but 70s for you once we get to the afternoon. And once the winds start to back off and the rain ends, it gets better. So satellite and radar, you can see a few showers northwest Rhode Island, but most of the stuff is kind of going up and over us for now. But there is more rain to come, and it will literally be periods of heavy rain tonight. There'll be times when you go outside or if you look out the window, you're going to be like, it's not raining. It's going to rain all night. No, there'll be periods of heavy rain. And here's a couple rounds of it right here. As we go into 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rain heavy at times. Continues as we go into 9, 10 o'clock. But there's breaks in the action, though. Might even be a nice little long lull between about midnight and 1 or 2 a.m. But you think you're done. More rain tomorrow morning. It just keeps on coming. It's like a boxer throwing jab, 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 jab. And then the knockout finally comes by noon tomorrow when the back edge of this thing pushes out. There's your sunshine, and enjoy the afternoon. Sunday will be much cooler than tomorrow, and it comes with some clouds. I've been toying with a shower in the forecast. There's a slight chance in the morning and a slight chance for southeast zones in the afternoon, but most of the day is just kind of cloudy and cooler. Rainfall totals around 1 inch either side, and once we get to Sunday, it gets a lot cooler, and it stays cool for next week. Temperatures only in the 40s, and yeah, that's a snow icon for Tuesday night for northwest Rhode Island. Some snow may mix in with rain, Tiffany.
We'll discuss that later. Thank you, Jeff.